Did you know one of the most popular supplements in the world might be interfering with how your brain repairs itself? Not damaging it, not poisoning it, but possibly slowing down a process your brain depends on, especially as you age. Fish oil. For years, it's been recommended for heart health, inflammation, even brain function. But a study led by researcher Onder Albayram raised a question that most people never hear. What if timing, dosage, or even the condition of your brain changes how fish oil actually works? Today, we're going to unpack what this research really shows, what it does not show, and whether your daily supplement could be helping or quietly working against you. Why fish oil became brain food. Fish oil didn't become popular by accident. It contains omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, which is a major structural component of the brain. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, DHA plays a role in neuron function, cell membrane stability, and signaling between brain cells. That's why, for years, fish oil has been associated with better memory, reduced inflammation, and even protection against cognitive decline. But here's where it gets interesting. Most of these benefits come from long-term observational data, not always from controlled conditions in aging or injured brains. And that difference matters, because what supports a healthy brain is not always the same as what helps a brain repair itself. The Onder Albayram research. What was found? This is where the conversation changes. In a study led by Onder Albayram, researchers looked at how omega-3 fatty acids affect the brain under specific conditions, particularly related to neurogenesis, the process where the brain forms new neurons. What they observed was not what most people expected. In certain experimental conditions, high levels of omega-3s were associated with a reduction in hippocampal neurogenesis. The hippocampus is critical for memory, learning, and emotional regulation. Now, pause for a second. This does not mean fish oil is bad, but it does suggest something more nuanced, that biological effects depend heavily on context. According to the study, factors like dosage, timing, and the brain's current state can change how omega-3s interact with neural processes. And that's a very different message from more is always better. Why this matters more after 60. As we age, the brain changes in ways that are easy to overlook. Neurogenesis slows down. Inflammation tends to increase. And the brain becomes more sensitive to both damage and intervention. According to the National Institute on Aging, the aging brain has reduced regenerative capacity, especially in the hippocampus. So anything that influences this system becomes more important. Now here's the key idea. A supplement that supports general brain health might behave differently when the brain is trying to repair itself. That doesn't make it harmful, but it means the effect is not always straightforward. And this is where many people get misled. They assume healthy equals always beneficial in any amount, in any situation. Biology doesn't work that way. The real risk. Oversimplifying supplements. The biggest problem is not fish oil itself. It's how we think about supplements. We reduce them to labels: good, bad, brain boosting. But research consistently shows that biological effects are conditional. According to reviews in journals like Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience, nutrient impact depends on baseline health, dose, timing, and interaction with other systems. So when people take fish oil daily, without considering context, they're not necessarily optimizing anything. They're just following a habit. And sometimes that habit may not match what the body actually needs. So, should you stop taking fish oil? Not so fast. This is where nuance matters. There is strong evidence that omega-3s support cardiovascular health and may reduce inflammation. Organizations like the American Heart Association still recognize their benefits in appropriate amounts. But what this research suggests is something more specific. Not everyone needs the same dose. Not every situation benefits from supplementation. And more is not always better, especially when it comes to the brain. The smarter approach is not elimination, it's awareness. Supplements feel simple. Take this, get that result. But your body doesn't work in straight lines. It adapts, it changes, and sometimes it reacts differently than expected. Fish oil is not the enemy, but blind habits can be. Because real health is not about following trends, it's about understanding context. Final line. What helps your body depends on when, how, and why you use it.